So now that we've gone over some membership aspects and nuances, I am a big fan of using one of the membership plugins that you see here. I did use another one before. And again, I'm not saying that anything here is something that you should or shouldn't use, but I only want to use one. So I used to use Wishlist, but now I use SureMembers because SureMembers for me is a lightweight solution, and it also is robust in itself. Like, it's lightweight, but it has a lot of really good functionalities. I said functionalities. It has a lot of good functionality and features. My name is Maestro Stevens, the Fresh Prince of WordPress. Welcome to the Iconic Templates YouTube channel. This channel is dedicated to helping you build a WordPress ecosystem through useful tips, tutorials, and resources. All right, everybody. So we're going to talk about using WordPress for membership sites. This is not going to be a tutorial about, how to create a membership site per se. I'm going to save that for a later video, but I just wanted to quickly do an overview of using WordPress and efficiently utilizing WordPress to create a membership site. So let's start off with the question that you see here on our whiteboard. Why even use WordPress for a membership site? Well, a couple of reasons. I'm going to give you a few. The first two reasons would be WordPress is user-friendly. Despite what people may think about WordPress based on previous notions and previous versions, people think that it's not user-friendly, but it is. Okay, I would say check out Gutenberg or the WordPress editor if you haven't used the tool and you're new to WordPress. Check out Gutenberg, aka the WordPress editor. WordPress is also affordable. That can be a caveat because it's a scenario where affordability can be all based on what you need. And oftentimes I tell people, I keep it all the way real. I say, what you don't pay for now, you will pay for later. So don't go cheap on the fundamentals and necessities. Building around those things, WordPress has a lot of free and cheap options. So user-friendliness, affordability. WordPress for a membership site is really good in terms of customization. There's so many different things you can do with your membership features and functionality and offerings to be able to customize and personalize your membership site for your audience and for your users. WordPress for membership site also is good because of the fact that it is secure. Again, it's kind of like one of those myths when it comes to WordPress as far as the user friendliness and even the security. WordPress is secure. A lot of times people get hacked and have security issues based on bad practices and bad setup. It's not necessarily because of WordPress. It has to do with other technologies surrounding WordPress, because WordPress is a system of systems, but WordPress itself, it is very secure, especially with the updates. And speaking of updates, WordPress for membership sites has a really, really robust plugin ecosystem. And that's what really makes WordPress in a lot of ways for average everyday people so cool and unique and such a pivotal part of our business or our lifestyle or aspirations and passions, because all the plugins, it's like a kid in a candy store. You can play with so many different things that can bring out your vision. And then last but not least, WordPress is very SEO friendly. This is also one of those myths. Some people think that WordPress is not SEO friendly, and it's definitely one of the top SEO content management systems. So WordPress is 100% SEO friendly. It has a great plugin ecosystem. It's secure. You can customize with it. It's affordable and user friendly. And so this is why if you chose to use WordPress for a membership site, you would not be going in the wrong direction. Now, everybody's miles will vary, but I will say you're not going in the wrong direction if you use WordPress for a membership site. I would actually highly recommend it for most people. A membership site is a very sustainable business model for many reasons, but here are the four main reasons of why a membership site is a sustainable business model. The first one being recurring revenue, because typically with membership sites, they're based off subscriptions. So on a monthly, a quarterly or a annually basis, you're going to be charging your members. That's reoccurring revenue. That's sustainable. Membership sites are really, really good for building communities. When you tie a membership site with a community in some way, adding functionalities that give the people the ability to talk not just with you or with the business, but talk amongst each other and engage amongst each other, membership sites really, really take the experience to the next level. As well as when it comes to customization and personalization. When it comes to the sustainability of a membership site, you're able to consistently or constantly customize it and personalize it for your users. You can keep leveling it up and being able to change things and mold things based on where your business is growing and how your business is growing. And that brings us to the last part when it comes to scalability. Speaking of growth, what's great about membership websites is you can grow in a lot of business opportunities, revenue, etc., without having to increase your costs. And that's where membership sites really, really shine at when it comes to having your users and your members and retaining people, right? This is really, really good when it comes to the sustainability of a membership website because it helps you see visually that just with these 4 points, membership websites are a really good choice if it fits your business model. So the membership business model is an aspect of your actual business model. It is not just your business model. And that's one thing I wanted to clarify too, because I know when people see this, it may seem as if the membership is the business model. And I would say it's not the business model. It's a part of the business model. So let's talk about some membership site examples here. Here are some membership model examples. Some you may be familiar with, some you may not be familiar with. The 2 at the top are ones I would think that we're all familiar with. And this is Netflix and Amazon. So Netflix focuses on media streaming services. And we know this. We pretty much know Netflix is the mecca of streaming services. And they have a membership business model, a very sustainable one. Amazon also has a membership model. One of theirs is called Amazon Prime. Amazon has so many different models, right? Kindle, Amazon Prime, the list goes on. It's just showing you that they're more of an online retailer where you see this is a media streaming service. 2 different products, 2 different ways of operating, but still using the membership feature or functionality within their model. Then we have a business called The Gathering Spot, and they're really about tailoring experiences and events. And this is, as far as I know, a BIPOC-based business. I think it's a black and brown-based business right here. And then we have Savage by Fenty. So this is Rihanna's line, one of her extensions for more for clothing, not necessarily the beauty, but more for clothing. Now, with The Gathering Spot, their membership aspect is the actual events and experiences. For Fenty, their membership aspect, what they're selling is kind of a package. You get X amount of options or discounts per month within their clothing. They call it the VIP. And you get this VIP. That's their membership. And then with the Northeast Ohio Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, this is more for personal development. And they have a membership for Latin and Hispanic people that are looking to increase their business opportunities. And so they have a membership for different events, for different opportunities, for different, just many different benefits that you get by signing up with them. I just wanted you to see that these are clearly different examples here of membership websites. We have everything from kind of big corporate America to more of a local scenario, right? Or even a regional, national scenario. But what I also like about, and I wanted to highlight, is that these businesses here are BIPOC infused, and they're focused on helping minorities. So you have not only different operational models, but you have different target audience models as well too, right? And that's something that you definitely want to keep in mind with your membership. Everything isn't a one size fits all for everybody. Now let's talk about some membership plugins here. Here are some membership plugins that I just want to highlight. You can choose anything you want, but I just wanted to give you some examples. And these are some really, really good ones. We have MemberPress, Restrict Content Pro, Wishlist Member, and SureMembers. These membership plugins for WordPress basically all do the same thing. Now, yes, they have different special features and unique features that make them different from each other, but from the fundamental functionality aspect, it's all about gating and restricting content, right? It's about gating and restricting content. You're saying, based on this condition, you want this or don't want this to be seen by this user or this visitor. And that's what a membership plugin is supposed to do at its core. So now that we've gone over some membership aspects and nuances, I am a big fan of using one of the membership plugins that you see here. I did use another one before. And again, I'm not saying that anything here is something that you should or shouldn't use, but I only want to use one. So I used to use Wishlist, but now I use SureMembers because SureMembers for me is a lightweight solution, and it also is robust in itself. Like, it's lightweight, but it has a lot of really good functionalities. I said functionalities. It has a lot of good functionality and features. So if you want to ever try out SureMembers, they have a website. You can go to SureMembers.com, and then you can see some of the features here that I'm just going to show you really quickly in the back end. If you were to use SureMembers, now here's the thing. With most membership plugins, you're not going to get the best functionality using a free version. And there's even some plugins, membership plugins, that only allow or only sell the pro version. SureMembers is one of those plugins that only sells the pro version. That's why I wanted to share that with you, just in case this is something that you wanted to look into. You're not going to find this in the WordPress repo, or AKA the WordPress repository. You're not going to find that here. You're going to have to go to the website to get it, okay? But when you do install SureMembers on your website, if that's your choice, you would, one, add your license here, but you would click this button here to look at the settings, to review your settings and set things up. Then I'm going to show you how to actually set up a access group. Not necessarily completely set it up, but I want to show you what the setup looks like on the back end. So here is the settings for SureMembers. So you have your admin settings here. You have your user role settings. Creating user roles is a really good feature because you're able to create, and not just create user roles, but custom user roles, because you can create these user roles as your different membership levels, like your gold level, your platinum, your silver, or your starter, your pro, your superstar. Those kind of things, you can create those roles right here. Then you have your redirection rules. So where do you want people to go when they log in and when they log out? That's a really good feature to have for a membership plugin. You actually are able to customize the login experience as well too. Some membership plugins don't allow you to customize the login experience, or they don't let you customize the login experience easily. Then you have your login restrictions. So if you wanted to restrict people from logging in certain amount of times, you would be able to do this, or log in from certain amount of places, right? You can do this here as well. Then you have your text labels. I wouldn't advise you touch this if you are, if you're basically an average user, you're not looking to do any type of branding or special structure of your wording. I wouldn't do anything with this right here. And then you have your license. So let's go back here to the access group, and I'm going to show you this real quick. For the access group, you would add your name here. Then we have the content that you want to protect. Now, this is where things get powerful, because you can protect all of a category of something, right? That's why you see the all. Obviously, you saw the first one was the entire website. So we have the entire website. Then we have all. Then we can get more specific and granular to say we want to protect certain pages, certain posts, certain taxonomies. I won't get too deep into that because I wanted this to be really a user-friendly video when it comes to just kind of an introduction. I just want you to know that you can literally protect, aka gate or restrict. It's kind of weird. There's all these different terminologies, but they all mean the same thing. Protect, gate, restrict any type of content you want, even certain URLs on the page. So you want to protect a certain URL for a certain level. You would do that here. And then remember when I said that you can create those custom user roles? This is where you can use those custom user roles right here. And this is where it really gets powerful, because you create those custom user roles and then you sync those roles to the access group. And not only do you sync it to the access group, but you can choose how often and when they get access and what they get access to when it comes to assets. So we have dripping content, AKA feeding them or giving them content over time. And then we have our downloads here. So you can add certain downloads for people as well too, and gate that, protect that, restrict that, however you want to say that. You can do that right there. And that's pretty much it. I mean, unauthorized access, what happens when people don't have unauthorized access? Like I said, I didn't want to make this a full tutorial for SureMembers, but I just wanted to introduce it because it would help kind of really bind together this whole using WordPress for membership websites. And for those who haven't done so or haven't seen, that's how you would do so. You would install a membership plugin, and then you would start setting it up, creating those levels, setting up your settings, and then start setting it up from there. All right. Well, thank you for watching this video. This is Maestro Stevens with Iconic Templates, and I'm out. Peace. Please subscribe to our channel and turn on your notifications so you get notified when we release new videos.